Yeah, Alton, we'll start with the obvious. What's it like to get your first sack and have it come in such a big moment?
Kind of like surreal, you know what I mean? I dreamt about that moment, you know, my first sack being over here in CenturyLink, so it was a little surreal, but, you know, definitely excited that happened today.
Bob Condotta.
Alton, just the whole last drive. I mean, a lot of you, Ryan, guys who hadn't been playing prior to this game had to come in and make some plays. What's that like when you're out there in a situation like that and it's your first game out there?
Kind of like, you know, my vet said, you know, it's just football at the end of the day. So, you know, you put the ball down and things don't change. This game we've been playing for a long time now. So, you know, we kind of could just lean back on the things we learned over the years in a moment like that.
Curtis Crabtree, did you have one for Alton?
Yeah, I was curious, what were the first 2 weeks like for you, not being able to be up in uniform and then having the first one pay off just as well as this one did here for you?
First 2 weeks, you know, I was a little bummed out, but at the same time, it was my first NFL game when we were in Atlanta. Like, I've never been to a league game, so I kind of just, you know, looked at the bright side and, you know, thought, you know, to do better and can't leave any doubt. Next week, didn't pan out that way, and luckily enough, this week I was able to play. So I'm just happy.
You'd never attended a game, period?
Never attended an NFL game until Atlanta, and now this is my third one, so I got to play in this one, so I'm very, very fortunate.
Masvita.
Hey, Alton, just how difficult is it to play against a guy like Dak, who's big, strong, he can run and he can pass, trying to contain him?
It's definitely a challenge, you know. Everybody's good up here on this level, right? You know, so it's definitely a challenge week in and week out, I think, you know, with the film preparation and things like that. But, you know, playing on defense, you know, we're always up for the challenge. So, like I mentioned earlier, it's just football, so put the ball down, let's roll.
Last question for Alton, Art Teal.
Alton, you were in the fourth quarter on the final drive in the fourth quarter. The game was on the line. Can you describe what was going on, what was going through your mind, and what you were concerned about in terms of being right place, right time, right play call, things like that?
I know this is going to kind of sound redundant, but like I just mentioned prior to, it's just football, you know, with a little bit less time on the clock. So, you know what I mean? We just put the ball down and just stay true to our technique and everything we've been preparing for. And the ball is going to be snapped, and we're going to play.
Okay.
Thank you, Alton.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner's on his way.